Let's get into TikTok shops. Walk me through like I don't know anything about TikTok shops because basically I don't.
Yeah. So the fundamental challenge, and anyone that works in social media or influencer marketing will understand this incredibly well, is that you could do the best job in the world, but if the conversion point is happening in a different location as an agency partner, as a social media manager trying to get a raise at the end of the year, having to connect the dots there and develop attribution is incredibly difficult. And so the bottom line of what TikTok is from a consumer perspective and why it matters so much is because it is entire collapsing of the funnel. It is a social commerce integration to the platform that allows brands to hook in wherever they currently sell products, whether on Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, you name it. You can integrate that in, have your own storefront inside of TikTok, and consumers will actually purchase product and transact through that medium.
Gotcha.
So while in one hand, it's a new marketplace to sell products, it is also from a marketing perspective, a way to reach new potential customers and convert them in the same medium, unlike anything we've ever seen.
So yeah, it's super interesting to me the way that all of this works staying on platform. How does that work as far as like attribution is concerned? Because a lot of this is creator driven, right? I think that's where TikTok shops really differentiates. Can you explain that to me of like why you'd work with creators to then send to TikTok shops rather than to your own website?
Yeah. So what's amazing is when the conversion medium happens inside the platform, you'll be able to track essentially the entire attribution journey along the way. And so what we see for brands is we actually have a video. When you get set up on TikTok shop, you'll have a video by video breakdown of what that video brought in sales wise, not just on the content you're posting, but also the content that gets posted by affiliates. And the obvious question there is, how do affiliates get their payouts? That'll automatically happen and be transacted through the platform. And
Cool.
so at the end of the month, at the end of the week, you can see your entirety of your revenue in a percentage by percentage breakdown, and even a more nuanced breakdown of where that revenue came from. Was it live stream? Was it ads? Was it organic? Was it affiliate? And be able to get a much clearer picture in terms of what's working. And one of the things we always love is, well, this also adds an interesting component when it comes to content, because now what do you historically prioritize in terms of content? It's going to be reach. How many people did we reach, engagement on that post, so on.
Yeah.
What we've found time and time again is it's not the videos necessarily that go viral and get millions of views that actually sell the most. Oftentimes it's the video with 25,000 views that led to 1,000 conversions.
Wow.
And that
Yeah.
25,000 view video significantly will outperform that of the 2.5 million view video.
So I think it was unfair of me to say I don't know anything about TikTok. I actually know a ton about their ad platform and all that. We actually run millions of dollars of TikTok ads. But all that to say, I still comparatively to Jake have no friggin' clue what I'm doing. Now, one of the biggest issues that we found at Upgrowth and a bunch of, I don't know if you guys know any agency owners out there. I actually do quite a bit of agency coaching too. And one of the biggest issues that we see is the attribution from TikTok over is absolutely brutal. Like I've never seen a real positive like return on ad spend on the TikTok platform itself. Maybe through Triple Whale a little bit or Northbeam, we can see a little bit more. TikTok shops solves all of that, right? It really does because it's all within the platform. All of that attribution is happening within the platform. So for even to look at that attribution and say like, well, yeah, maybe it's overinflated like we do with Facebook ads all the time, right? It's like, oh yeah, sure. You just happen to get in front of a customer before that. This is legit purchases that are happening. Like these are actually happening and you can actually trust these purchases. Jake, I'd love to get into, I mean, this isn't like a big sales pitch for you guys or anything, and Jake is not a sponsor, just so you guys know. But I'd love to like hear, like, do you have any case studies of brands that are like crushing it on TikTok shops?
Yeah. So I think the one that everyone should look at that's sold incredibly well is a company called Soundcore. And I'll share a few in a few different categories
Sure,
because I
that'd be
think
awesome.
much of this is category specific. So Soundcore, it's a headphone, their version of AirPods, things of that nature, speakers. they've absolutely crushed it through the platform. And it's been a high volume organic strategy paired with affiliates and very minimal on the ad front. Additionally, there's a brand that I love more than anything called Art of Sucra. And what they sell is really interesting flavored cotton candies like raspberry lemonade and, these versions. And then these things called glitter bombs that you throw into your drink and it changes the color and it tastes good and so on. So, and that's a brand that's done an amazing job just with the organic following on the platform in terms of selling. And so there's brands in quite a variety of categories and they're able to sell. I know historically, a lot of the brands that we've seen do the best. And what I always hear is, oh, it's like the freeze dried candy and it's the really quirky, odd products. And certainly those tend to rise to the top because it's so product centric and indexes over for it.
Yeah.
But
Also
we found,
low AOV too, right?
yeah. But we found success in actually a wide variety of categories, even in the furniture space. I mean, we're selling $250 chairs, $150 ottomans. And it all comes back to that For You page where if we know who we need to reach, we can craft the right content strategy and the right affiliate strategy. And of course, the ad strategy to make sure we get in front of that customer. And if we, of course, can create some unique incentives for them to purchase in this medium, things will go really well.